Hey, what's up, guys? It's the final round, and my name is Jordan. This is a channel where the episodes come out the day before the lines drop. When the lines do drop, I do have a Discord. Link is in the description. The lines will be discussed throughout the day, and there's a very smart community in there. A lot of smart people who just go back and forth with great plays that they see, and there's just a lot of really great discussion. If you could, please like the video. If you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. And if you have a little bit of extra time, leave a comment for the algorithm. Leave something like, yeah, I'm a dog person. Let me know if you're a cat or a dog person, but I'm definitely a dog person. Leave that in the comment section. It helps the algorithm. It helps to get the video out there and the channel, and I'd really appreciate that. Also, the picks are free. I don't charge for picks. I don't think you should have to pay for something that you don't know if it's going to work or not. So if you do well and you would like to give back, then I do have Venmo and Cash App in the description at Final Round 11. And there's also a super thanks button where you can donate straight through YouTube, and that's if you feel like you'd like to give back. You don't have to feel obligated to. It's normally people who win big and they just feel like giving back based off of the data that I presented to them. So either way, thank you all for watching, and I appreciate all of you guys. But let's not waste any of your time. Let's get into it. I got 7 picks for you guys. And let's start out with Zach Levine. Zach Levine's going up against the Pacers. And the Pacers, if you've been watching this channel, they give up the most points to the shooting guard position, 5th most assists, the 5th most three-pointers, and the most fantasy points overall to the shooting guard position. And Zach Levine, over his last 5 road games, has 32 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. So this is a good opportunity for his points, and you can look at his three-pointers prop. The fantasy score means that they're giving up a lot of points, and they're giving up just enough with all the other stuff to where that you could look at his PRA or his fantasy overall, and those would all be just really great plays. So Zach Levine just overall is going to be a good play up against the Pacers. And my second pick, he just came back from injury and he played really well. I like Chris Paul up against the Hornets. The Hornets give up the 4th most points, the 7th most assists, and the 7th most three-pointers to the point guard position. And Chris Paul, in his debut coming back, he had 22 points, 6 rebounds, and 11 assists. So you have the points and the assists that the Hornets are giving up a ton of. You could go points and assists, or you could just go PRA overall. If Chris Paul is going to play, which I believe he should and he will, I think this is going to be a great spot for points and assists. My third pick, Bam Adebayo. He's playing against Boston Celtics, who are going to be on a back-to-back. Boston gives up the 7th most rebounds to the center position, and their average when it comes to the points. I'm looking at Wendell Carter Jr. right now, and I think he had 8 rebounds near halftime. So they're just giving up a ton of points to the center position. So Bam Adebayo is going to be a great play up against the Celtics. Over his last 5 home games, he has 19 points, 11 rebounds, and 1.5 assists. So definitely rebounds, or you can mix in points and rebounds for Bam Adebayo. My 4th pick, I'm not sure what's going to happen with LaMelo Ball, but if he plays, I still like the pick. I'm looking at Terry Rozier up against the Suns. The Suns give up the 4th most points to the shooting guard position, and Rozier, over his last 5 road games, has 26.5 points, 5.5 assists, and 4 rebounds total. So definitely looking at points. If LaMelo Ball is out, that's going to move him to the point guard. But I still like him in this spot, scoring 26 points a game. Definitely, we're going to look at his points mark. I think Prizepicks likes to have him around the lower 20s, 21.5, 22.5. So this could be definitely a good spot for Terry Rozier to score a lot of points. And my 5th pick, this is a play with caution. I'll tell you why in a second. Bismack Biyombo up against the Hornets. The Hornets give up the third most points, the most rebounds, the second most blocks, and the most fantasy points to the center position. But when Ayton went out, Biyombo played like amazing. He scored 12 points, had 16 rebounds, and 3 blocks. His next game, he fouled out in 17 minutes. He was going up against Jaren Jackson Jr. and Steven Adams, so they could draw a lot of fouls. John Morant going at him. Just a lot of opportunities to foul. I'm not sure why they didn't manage him a little bit differently. They just left him out there. So this is a play with caution, but he does have a great matchup, and I think his lines are going to be pretty low. They had his rebounds line at 6 yesterday. So if he can stay out of foul trouble, he's going to have a great game, especially with that second most blocks right there. You could look at fantasy points. Maybe if you're afraid of him fouling out, you could look at first half. I'm not sure, because if he gets in foul trouble early, they could take him out. But he didn't have that foul trouble in the first game. So my 6th pick, looking at Nikola Vucevic up against the Pacers. Sorry, I'm bouncing around games. The Pacers give up the 3rd most rebounds to the center position and the 5th most fantasy points to the center position. And Vucevic has 18 points, 14 rebounds, and 5 assists over his last 5 road games. So with the Pacers giving up so many rebounds, we're definitely looking at his rebounds prop. But with them giving up the 5th most fantasy points, that means all the other stats are still pretty high. They're just not like in the top 5 that they're giving up, but 5th most fantasy points is still pretty high. So you could look at PRA if you feel like it, if his lines are low enough. But we'll see where his rebounds come out at, and that's definitely going to be the top play for Vucevic in this matchup. In my 7th pick, I like Kristaps Porzingis up against the Mavericks. The Mavericks give up the 4th most points and the 5th most rebounds to the power forward position. And now Rui Hachimura, who was the backup power forward, he's going to LA. I'm not sure who's going to be coming in for Porzingis, but it looks like he may get a little bump in minutes, so that could help out. But Porzingis has 22 points, 9.5 rebounds, and 2.5 assists over his last 5 road games. So with him, I'm definitely looking at points and rebounds. He doesn't get many assists. I think they usually have his assist prop at like 2.5, and he doesn't hit it very often. So definitely points and rebounds for Kristaps Porzingis. And I know I ran through that really quickly. I'm just trying to squeeze a lot of data into a short time frame, so you don't have to listen to me talk as much. But I hope it's helpful. That's my 7 picks. The better I feel, the more picks you may see come in the future. I know 7 isn't like a ton. I just try to do my best to find the best opportunities that I can. There are games that I kind of stay away from for tomorrow. Cavaliers, Knicks, very difficult to predict with the Cavaliers who's going to score. Like Evan Mobley just had his career high. And the Knicks, you had Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson had a thing going, and then RJ Barrett comes in and kind of messes everything up. So you don't know what's going to happen there. And then you have the Lakers, Clippers, LeBron and Kawhi. Like, I don't know if they're going to play each other really hard and the stats are going to be down, or I don't know if it's going to be a shootout. Like, that one's going to be difficult to predict as well. So there's some games I'm staying away from. So I'm sticking with these. They have the data backs them up, and I think they're great opportunities. So thank you all for your donations that you've given me so far. I really appreciate it all. And thank you all for subscribing. Every subscription, it just warms my heart and makes me happy. It makes me happy just to know that, someone else wants to listen to what I have found and the data I want to present. And I know it's been helping people. So that makes me feel good as well. So God bless all of you guys, and I hope you have a great day. And my name is Jordan. It's the final round. Bye.